Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike. Happy Wednesday, the 4th of March. This is your morning setups. We have a big gap up to deal with, and, potentially the fuse here is lit. And what I mean by that is that, we talked yesterday about one way you get a short squeeze in a market like this is you gap up and you trap them and you start squeezing them right from the open and force them to start covering. So we're going to see if this happens here or not today. So let's talk about it right now. Over we have from an economic standpoint, we have ADP and employment report, PMI services index, ISM non-manufacturing with a crude report. Nobody's looking hard at that at 10:30. Right, so we have a good amount of data in the first half an hour today. Why the market's rallying? The markets are rallying because forget what's going on with the coronavirus. Biden won, and he won big last night. Yeah, he's going to lose California, but it was, from a guy that everybody thought he was campaign was over 2 weeks ago. He won. Bernie did not show well. Warren did not even win her own state, Massachusetts. And the markets do not, for what it's worth, the markets don't like Bernie. They don't want him. They don't afraid of him versus Trump. So they like Biden. So the market's saying that this is what we like. So we have the rate cut, we have this, the virus continues to go, and now we see. So let's just go to it today and see where we're at and talk about how we're going to play this today. So on the ES this morning, okay, here's your big move off the lows on Friday, Monday's follow through, yesterday your reversal candle, and here we are taking a lot of that back above the 200-day. Not regaining anything yet. This is the grudge match area. You come up here to around 31.20. That's the area we have to keep an eye on. We'll go over that more on the SPY. Crude, doing a whole heck of a lot of nothing here, but trying to hold in. OPEC talking. Evidently, Saudi Arabia is pushing for over a million barrel of per day production cut. They want more, so that's why we got a little rally here. It's not going to go anywhere unless we get some kind of big cut. My gut instinct. Bonds, yesterday your big move up. Coming in here today, is this the topping candle? I don't know. It's still riding up. Keep an eye on that for clues. If bonds come in, markets are probably going to rally. Gold rallied big time yesterday on this news. It's got to get back above and hold over this 1650 area to go. So keep an eye on that now. See if it wants to break loose there. You can see all the candles that have come into this area. You got a lot of pivot points. So keep an eye on gold there. That would be big. You're looking around, what else is going on over here? The VIX today back down, still above 30, under 30 area. Then to this area, we really start to get under 32, lose a lot of the volatility in this market. So see if it wants to come down, see if it wants to scream lower. It did it briefly yesterday. And the HYG, which is the bonds, yesterday got that big spike, came back down, not yet leading. Want to see this kind of take off and go. So let's go right to sentiment and what's going on here. And there was a couple interesting things that developed here overnight. First of all, yesterday, even with all the big put buying and stuff on the indexes, there was a lot of short-term call buying, and you can see the spike we got here. Look at this spike all the way up into the bulled up zone, right? Too hot, too fast. That's one heck of a spike. That's what this market does. It does student body left, student body right, and it just immediately shifts right now. Oh my God, we're caught leaning the wrong way. Everybody gets some long exposure. We'll see what this does today. I wouldn't worry about that being too hot today. That's not something that's needed to worry about in a market like this. Right now, the oscillator negative 263, still oversold, in good shape. For a bounce, the NIMOT, the same thing, negative 40 something, 244, good shape. And our breadth indicator yesterday did not sustain the bounce, turned back down, but held in better. So, this could be the start of a bottoming pattern down here. Again, I don't think this is an instant V bounce. So that brings us to today. And right now we're currently trading all the way up, just up to the 307 area. And you can see yesterday we got all the way up into 313 on that spike. So all we've done now is we've taken back yesterday's weakness and we're back up into where we opened yesterday. And I think that's kind of important thing of looking at here. While this is a big gap, all we've done is taken us back to where we opened yesterday. To really get a squeeze, we need to get over 312 and hold. So you still have $6 to 312. Just putting this in perspective, how much this market's moving right now. Something else to look at right now where you don't see. Look at how wide the after-hour candles are here compared to the in-hour candles right now. There's a lot of trading going on here. Typically, when you look at the SPY after hours, you get a much shorter window of looks. And the reason this is trading like this right now is because this market here is a lot of people are trading after hours because of what's going on with the futures market. So it's funny, the after hours action, you can see these big windows. Nothing unusual there. All right, so that brings us to today. And currently we said we're trading up right around 307. Hang on. All right, so where does that bring us for today? Come over to our quick chart. First of all, we're back above the 200-day. Here's your 8-day. Where's your 8-day setting up at right now? Your 8-day setting up right at 309.89. So that's your first spot, 309.89. Then get to 312 and push through it. Those are your upside spots. You get through there. Your next area becomes 316. Your 21-day will be in that area. And then here's where the battle line will finally set up. The final battle will be right up around this 324 area. 50 days setting up there, that's the gap. That will be the final battle. But above 312, the shorts are going to squeeze. They may squeeze a little today. A lot of these guys may have been counting on a Sanders win to continue with this market down. If this market does not ready to move and decides this is a fake move again, got to try again. Watch the 200-day. Couldn't hold that yesterday. Can we hold it today? That's around 204.50. Notice it's now flattening out. The 100-day is flattened out and the 50 days curling down. So things change quick. You know, then go and watch. Do we take out yesterday's candle? One thing you have to like about yesterday's candle is, as much as you may like or hate it, you know, it came in hard, but it ultimately held the open of Monday. Ultimately, that candle held on Monday's open. So that's your first, your area right here around this 297.70 area. Just, you know, right into that 85, 298 area, right? That's your next support. You got to hold that. Keeping in this area keeps in the game. Again, nothing changes till we take out some levels and start moving. That said, today, I think if there's, don't squeeze them today, when is it going to happen? And this is where you have to come in and say, okay, what do I want to play with? So first of all, HD got a nice upgrade this morning. It's up $6 here. Watch this one. They had good earnings, got caught up in this, back up here above 234, and this thing can fly. So if you like the big retailers, Home Depot's a name I'd keep an eye on. Target had a downgrade and an upgrade. The upgrade was the bigger one. So from my perspective today, the Target, I would keep an eye on that. Conviction buy at Goldman Sachs. Okay, keep an eye on that. Add it to their conviction buy list. See if they want to move. I'd keep an eye on those in both the retail space. What else was going on in the upgrade world today? CMG got an upgrade. All right, so CMG, this name's been lagging. This name can move. The chart's not pretty, but it likes to move off these sometimes. Overweight at Wells Fargo Chase. Again, like it. Why? Because this thing can move 20 or 30 bucks. So keep an eye on that. Netflix also this morning got itself an upgrade. So what are you looking at this one? Imperial maintains outperform price target of 438. Okay, see if it wants to push here, see how it handles this. Not acting particularly well so far, but these are some things to keep an eye on. Toll also got added, which is housing, right? Toll Brothers, housing, to the best idea list at Wedbush. So we can keep an eye on that one as well. But bottom line here today is I want to keep an eye on the names that can move and get some of this if we go. And what you have to watch are names like this. Apple here, you know, it's off all my triggers today around this 296 area. This would be the area, if it can hold, I would take it for a move up to 306 and touch the 50-day at 306.90. I would look for it to potentially try to come up and get to the 50-day. So I'd watch Apple. Apple can move 10 bucks a day here right now. Amazon moved 100 bucks yesterday. It's already 50 bucks off the low. Not hard to see this moving another 50 bucks back to the upside. So if you like these names, try some of these. Square, all that put selling at the 70, okay, huge yesterday, huge put seller. What's a put seller? That's somebody come in that sells puts. They sold them at the 70 strike with saying, I'm willing to accept ownership of the stock at 70. So watch names like Square. That one can fly today. NVIDIA, another name, kind of sleepy yesterday, didn't participate so much. If it tries to wake up, maybe this goes, especially over 281. First move to there, then we watch it. AMD had that upgrade yesterday, tried to go, couldn't in this market. Does it try to go? All right, so another name. So keep an eye on these type of names. These names could potentially fly today. Shop has been holding in okay here. Yesterday was a nice move back over. If it gets over this 500 area, this one could fly. So it's a matter of just looking for the names you want, what you want to play with here, and what looks good. Remember, the stronger names are the ones that are most likely to outperform on a day like today. Okay, volatility is coming down. As volatility comes down, the options will lose their IV. The price will come down. But the good news is that, you know, if you stay close to the money and you're getting big moves, it'll make up for it. What else is going on out there? United Healthcare today. You know, I tried this yesterday, didn't work. Now it's up big. This is the move we were looking for yesterday. So you can keep an eye on this one. Why especially over 289? It's got a gap to fill. So you can come up here and say, okay, I got to put this on here, right? Create an alert. Gap, right? Got a gap there. So again, lots of things today if we squeeze. I have that one put, right, that I took last night, that lotto, going to be dead here at this point on the open, right, since we're up, $7 plus from where I bought it. Okay, so just let it sit. I'll just let it sit at this here, and then hopefully it'll expire worthless, or the market drops and it comes screaming back. Bottom line is, take the names you like, look for a squeeze if we can get it, and the market certainly looks this morning like it wants to squeeze. All right, guys, see you at 9 o'clock. Everybody have a great day. Let's make some money, and I'll catch you guys in a bit.